In this video, we will discuss the problem maximum selections. The problem says that Geek wants to select maximum number of course bundles at the Geek Summer Carnival, and you are given a finite number of courses and n range of numbers depicting a bundle of courses, right? So you have to do what? You have to select the maximum number of bundles such that no two courses overlap, right? So you have to select the courses in such a way that the courses are not overlapping, and it says that the ending of a range being the same as the start of another is not considered as an overlap, right? So let's try and quickly see this particular sample test case. So if you are given this kind of a test case, right? So if you are given bundles like 1 5, if you are given 4 bundles such that the first bundle is 1 5, second bundle let's say is 2 3, and the next bundle is let's say 1 8, and the next bundle is 3 5, right? So if you will see this part, so if I'll draw a number line, let's say 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8. So the let's talk about this bundle. So let's say a bundle like 1 and 8, right? So if this bundle I talk about 1 and 8, 1 to 8, right? So this is having the courses from 1 to 8. And if I talk about this bundle, let's say 1 5, so this bundle starts from 1 and it ends at 5. So you can say that the bundle 1 8 and 1 5 are overlapping, right? Now let's talk about another bundle. Let's say if I talk about, let's say 2 3 and 3 5, so I can say that 2 3 is 2 starting from here and ending is here, right? This for this bundle, and 3 5 is this bundle, right? 3 and 5. Now the problem says that this will not be considered as an overlap. Why? Because they are saying in the note part that the ending of a range being the same as the start of another isn't considered as an overlap, right? So the note is saying ending of a particular range being the same as the start of another is not considered as an overlap. So ending of this particular bundle, that is 2 and 3, ending of this range, that is 3, and starting of this range is what? 3, from 3 to 5. So this will not be considered as an overlap if a course is ending, if a bundle is ending at 3 and a new bundle is starting at 3, so that will not be considered as an overlap. And in this case you will consider the count to be not 1 but 2, because there are two different bundles, right? 2 to 3 will be considered as a different bundle, and 3 to 5 will be considered as a different bundle, because they are not considered to be overlapping, right? Because if the ending of one bundle is the starting of another bundle, in that case you will not consider it is as an overlap, right? Now this problem is very much easy. What you can easily do is, like, one of the ways to do it could be that you apply a brute force kind of approach, order of n square kind of approach, and do this particular problem, right? But that's not going to be optimal, right? So instead what you can easily observe is, your task is what? Your task is to maximize, right? Your task is to maximize the number of bundles, right? The maximum number of bundles that you can pick. Now how can you pick the maximum number of bundles, right? So if I'm giving you this particular example, right? So if I'm talking about a bundle, let's say 1 and 8, right? 1 and 8, right? So if you pick this particular bundle, will you be able to pick other bundles? No, you won't be able to pick that, right? And if I pick a bundle, let's say I pick the bundle 1 and 5, right? If I pick the bundle 1 and 5, can I pick any other bundle? Possibly not, right? I cannot. So in this case also the count is going to be 1. But what if I pick this particular bundle first, like 2 and 3, right? If I pick 2 and 3, and then let's say I pick 3 and 5, right? So in this case I am able to pick total 2 bundles, right? And that's the maximum possible in this case. So how can you do this particular thing? So basically the concept is that if your bundles ending range, if your bundles ending, right, whatever your bundles is ending at, so in this case for 2 3, for 2 3, the ending part, right? If your bundles ending, right, if your bundle is ending earlier, if your bundle is ending earlier, in that case you have the opportunity to pick more number of bundles, right? Because if your bundle ends earlier, right, if this case, let's talk about this case. So if your bundle ends at starts at 2 and ends at 3, right? So now you have the opportunity to pick more and more bundles, right? So that's why what you will be observing is, you will not consider you will consider sorting, but you will not consider to sort it according to the ascending values of the starting, right? Because if you sort according to the starting, so let's say 1 5 and 1 8, so if you pick 1 5, then you won't be able to pick any other thing, right? So that's why what you will consider is, you will sort the given bundles according to their ending time, right? According to their ending range. If they end earlier, if a particular bundle ends earlier, in that case you will have the opportunity to pick more and more bundles, right? If it ends at 2 and 3, right? If it starts at 2, wherever it starts, that does not matter, but it ends at 3, right? If it ends at 3, if it ends at 3, so if the ending is earlier, in that case you have the opportunity to pick more and more bundles, right? So you will do what? You will sort according to according to the ending value, right? According to the ending value you are gonna sort. And how you can sort? So basically in this particular problem what you have been given is you have been given the data like this, right? So you have been given the range, vector of vectors of ranges, right? So you have been, for a particular ith bundle, the range of I0 denotes the start of the range, okay? And the this particular thing, range of I1, it denotes what? It denotes the end of a particular bundle, right? So what you can easily observe is you will be sorting according to this value, you will be sorting according to the end value, right? So basically if you are using a language like C++, so what you can do is you can make a pair, right? You can make a pair, and what you can do is you can insert the pair like this, right? If you want to sort according to the starting value, so if you make a pair, if you are going to make n pairs, right? So what you can do is you can make the pair like this. You can first of all insert the ending value, that is this thing, that is range of I1, right? You can insert first of all range of I1, and then you can insert the starting of a particular ith bundle, that is you can insert what, range of I0, right? That is what you can do. Now if you do this part, right, if you are doing this part, so how does this help? Because when you are having this pair, right, so when you sort the pair, so this sorting of the pair is done according to the first value, right? According to the first value, and the first value is going to be ascending. So in this case, how is the sorting going to be done? The sorting is going to be done in ascending order, right? Ascending order of the ending values, right? So whichever bundle is having the earlier ending value, in that case, that will be considered earlier, right? In that will be considered earlier, because you are sorting according to the ending value of a particular bundle, that too in ascending order, right? So whichever bundle is ending earlier, that those bundles you will be considering. And in that case, if a bundle is occurring earlier, right, if a bundle, let's say, ends at 2, right, starts at 1 and ends at 2, and let's say in that case what happens, if you are ending earlier, right, if you are ending, if this particular if the current bundle is ending here, so that gives you more opportunity to pick more and more bundles, right? So that's going to be the case. Let's try and quickly see like how we will be doing this particular approach. So what we will be doing is we'll be simply having this particular thing, right? We'll be having the n value, right? Int n is equal to what? N is equal to nothing but ranges dot size, that is the total number of bundles that you have. After this, what you will be having is you'll be declaring a vector of pairs, right? Vector of pairs, because you want to sort the given data according to the ending value, so you'll be storing it in terms of pairs, so that it's very easy for you to sort, right? So you will have this vector of n, like n pairs you will be having, right? After this, what you will do is you will simply iterate through this particular given ranges. So I starts from 0, I is going to be lesser than n, and I plus plus. Now how are you going to insert? As I said, you are wanting to sort the pair in terms of the ending value, right? And whenever you apply a sort function in a pair, right, you want to sort the pair, you have a pair, right? You have a vector of pairs, right? You have a vector of pairs, right? You have a vector of pairs. And how do you want to sort this particular pair? You want to sort this particular pair according to the end values, right? You want to sort it according to the end value. So in the first parameter, what you will store is you will store the end of a particular bundle, and in the another part you will store the start, right? So if you are doing it like this, so whenever you apply the sort function, whenever you apply the standard sort function on this particular vector of pairs, so in that case it will sort according to the end values, right? Because this is the first parameter, and it always sorts according to the first parameter. It's if priority to the first parameter in sorting, so that's why you are going to sort it like this. So what you will be doing is you will be first of all inserting, so you'll say that v of I, the ith bundle is going to be not is going to be what, ith bundle is going to be a pair, and in the first part, what you will store in the first part of the pair, you will store I1, right? So you'll ranges of I1, that's nothing but the end value, right? As I told you, ranges of I1, you can see this part, ranges of I1 denotes the ending of a particular ith bundle, right? And similarly you'll store the start as well. So why you are doing this? Because you want to sort according to the end values, right? So that's why you are making your end as the first part of the pair, so that you can sort according to it, right? And after this is stored, after this part is stored, so what you are going to do, right? You will mark your count as 1, right? You will mark your count as 1. Why you will mark your count as 1? You will mark your count as 1 simply because the very first pair you will always be taking, right? And you will say that what is your current end, right? You will say that what is your current end. So let's say if I have a variable, let's say current ending, right? If the current ending, I'm having a variable that is current ending, so current ending is let's say first of all I'll sort this pair, right? So I'll sort this pair out. So once I sort it, so it will be like this, like I'll do this sort v dot begin, right? V dot begin and comma what, v dot end, right? I'll sort it, and once I have sorted it, right, so the very first ending is going to be what? The very first ending is nothing but v of 0 dot first, right? V of 0 dot first is going to tell me the ending part, the current ending. v of 0 dot first, that is the first ending. Let's try and quickly see this case. So if the sample is here, right, if you give me this particular sample, let's say I copy this again. If you give me this particular sample, right, 1 5, then 2 3, and then 1 8, and then you give me 3 5, right, so I'll sort it. So first of all, the pair will be 2 and 3, then the next pair, let's say, is 1 and 5, right. So the next pair, let's say, is 3 and 5, and next pair, let's say, is 1 and 8, right. So after the sorting part is done, right, so what will happen in this part? So this is my current ending, right. So what is stored in my current ending? In my current ending, I've stored 3, right. In the current ending, I've stored 3, and if I have stored 3 in the current ending, right, so I'll check from where? I'll check from the next. So I'll say that, okay, this is my ith bundle, so I'll start from I is equal to 1, that is the next bundle. I is equal to 1 denotes the next bundle. So for the next bundle, I'll see that what is the current ending. The current ending is the count is 1. Initially the count is 1, right. So I have one bundle with me, so I will say that current ending is equal to 3, right. So is my current is my start, right. If I have to check if my starting value, right, if the I is starting, what is starting? Starting is denoted by this, right. The second value denotes the start of a particular bundle, right. The second value denotes the start, right, as I told you. So what you will be checking is, you will be checking whether or not, right, the second value denotes the start, right. So this is the start is 1. So is my start, right. I will store it in reverse order, like 3 comma 2 I'll store, right, this way I told you, so that you can do the sorting. So in this case, what will happen? The second value will tell me the start. So the start is what? The start is going to be 1, right. If the starting is 1 and my current ending is 3, so I cannot take this particular bundle, right. So in that case, I'll move to the next bundle, right. I'll simply move to the next bundle, and let's say this is my ith bundle, right. So what is the start here? The start is 3, and what is my current ending? 3. So in this case, if the bundle ending of a current bundle is the starting of another, I can consider it. So I'll mark my count as 2, and what I'll say is, I'll say that I need to update my current ending, and the current ending will get updated to what? The current ending will get updated to nothing but the ending of this particular bundle, and the ending is going to be 5, right. So that's what I'm going to do. But notice that in the actually, I'll store it like this: 3 comma 2, 5 comma 1, and 5 comma 3, like this, right, because I have to sort according to the ending part, right. So let's try and quickly write this particular segment of the code as well. So what I will be doing is, I'll be having what? I'll be starting from int I is equal to 1, and I is going to be I is going to be lesser than n, and I'll simply do I plus plus. So I'll keep on moving, and what I'll check is, I'll check that what is the current like what is the starting, right, what is the start for the ith bundle. So I'll say that as I told you, right, I have stored the start in the second parameter, right. So I'll say that if the starting of the ith bundle, right, if v of I dot second, if the starting of the ith bundle, right, v of I dot second is nothing but the starting of the ith bundle, if it's greater than equal to my current ending, right. If it's greater equal to my current ending, so if like, let's say the v of I dot second is let's say 5, and my current ending is, let's say, 3, so in that case, I can count this as a bundle, right. But let's say if v of I dot start is 2 and my current ending is 3, so if a bundle is starting at if a new bundle ith bundle is starting at 2, and I am at, if the current bundle is ending at 3, then I'll not be able to consider it, right. So I always need to check that if the new bundle that's going to start, if its starting is greater equal to my ending, right. If it is starting while I'm ending, or if it is starting after me, in that case I have to consider it. So I'll say that in that case, I'll do a count plus plus simply, and I need to update my current ending, right. So I'll say that my current ending is going to be nothing but, my current ending is going to be what? My current ending is going to be the ending of this particular thing, the ending of the ith bundle, that is nothing but v of I dot first, because I've considered it, and now my ending is going to get updated. Why? Because as I told you, in this case, when you are here, right, when you are here, so you can see that the current ending was 3, right. But after this, you are considering this, this bundle, so this becomes your current bundle, and the moment this becomes your current bundle, so you'll update your ending to nothing but 5, because the ith bundle's ending will be your ending now, right. So that's what you're going to do, and in the end, you will simply do what you will simply return the count in the end. Let's try and quickly compile this code and see if it works on the samples or not. Okay, so we are getting some kind of compilation error. Yeah, so you need to write this as ranges, right. Let's try and quickly compile this. It seems to work on the samples. Let's quickly submit this problem. You can see that this problem was able to pass all the 525 test cases that were there. So for this particular problem, what you will be having is the space complexity and the time complexity. Let's talk about that. So the time complexity for this particular problem, the time complexity, right, the time complexity is going to be nothing but order of n log n, because you are doing the sorting approach for all the n bundles, right. And since you are taking a pace, so the space complexity for this particular approach is going to be order of n. Thank you.